Hello guys, welcome to Tin Outdoors. Today I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to skull mount a deer. It's gonna get graphic, but I'm gonna show you guys how to skull mount or European mount a deer. So let's get into it. I'm gonna pop everything up that you need to do this little European or skull mount. And first you're gonna need a pretty sharp knife, but I'm gonna pop everything you need up on the screen right now. This will be a 2-day process. So when you get this guy, and we're gonna take all the skin off, so I'm gonna show you guys a time lapse of that. Might do a little bit of a voiceover. We're just gonna take all of the skin off first, and then we will get through the process from there. So guys, finally, this is my first time doing one of these mounts. This is what it looks like afterward. And if I didn't mention it before in the video, the reason I'm mounting a little spike, I didn't shoot this spike. It was actually my little brother's first deer, and he wanted it skull mounted, so I said I would do it for him. So this is my first time actually skull mounting a deer, but I don't think it came out too bad. Just don't hate too much in the comments, but I will love some tips and tricks on how to do these things. I finally got the bottom jaw out, and from what I heard now is you just want to get as much meat off as you can. I got a good bit of the meat off, and then I'm gonna grab some Dawn dish soap, some water, and we're gonna fill up a bucket and we're gonna put this head in it. So I'll get back with you guys whenever I'm doing that. We have the Dawn dish soap in the bucket right here. And this is just to degrease the deer, because all of this fat and all on the deer has grease. So all we're gonna do is stick it in the bucket. We're just gonna let it sit in the bucket 24 hours. So I'll pick you guys back up tomorrow whenever this deer head is ready to be boiled and finished off. So let's get into it, guys.
24 hours later.
Okay guys, it is day 2. It's super windy, so just mind me in case of the wind messing up the audio. But we're just gonna boil some water. Your head should have been soaking at least 24 hours, and I'm gonna show you guys that in a minute. But let me get this water boiling. This is that spike right now. It's soaking in this bucket. Just a reminder, guys, this is my first time doing it. I'm just teaching you guys, because most of the people that are gonna be watching this video are also beginners. So I'm just teaching you how I learned. So we're gonna put this guy in here so that I can keep his antlers out of the water as best as possible. Put that guy in there. Then we're gonna make the water level exactly to how I need it. So let me show you guys right now. See guys, right there is almost perfect. Now I'm gonna get the water boiling back. I just thought about this, so I'll get the water boiling and then I'll get back with you guys. I know you guys can't hear me that well because I got the boiling pot on. But you just want to keep your antlers out of the water as much as you can. It's easier with the bigger antlers because they stick out the sides and they'll hold itself up. With these smaller bucks, like this little spike, I just put this basket in it so that I can keep the antlers as high out the water as possible. But you do want to boil all of the meat and the extra fur off of it. Pulled it off the heat. I did it for about 8 to 10 minutes. Right there. That's what the skull looks like. And let's get to the next step. Now we got our head out of the pot. And we're gonna use a couple different nozzles. And you're just gonna want to try to get all that flesh off. You want to stay away from the antlers as much as possible, because if you spray the antlers too close, they might decolor. And then also your nasal cavity. You don't want to break any bones inside of that, so let's get to it. next, guys, whenever you're done with that, I already kind of did this one, but you're just gonna want to go and you want to get like the ear bud out. This is where the ear is on the deer right here. So you're just gonna kind of, you want a screwdriver for this part. You're just gonna want to go right there, and you should be able to hear it kind of crunch out right there. And you want this whole ear bud needs to come out of the deer. There it goes. So then you could get further into the brain and everything like that. Still gotta get a little bit more. Look, there it is. Try not to break any other bones getting it out, but it is right here, and that's your ear. So you want to throw that out and then get back to pressure washing. You gotta get it all in here and everything. That is where your brain cavity is. As I was saying, is I'm almost done with this skull for the most part, beside the whitening and all. But I have a little bit left in the brain cavity and in the nasal cavity. But I'm losing daylight, getting bitten by mosquitoes. So I'm gonna pick it up for right now, and I gotta go do some stuff with the animals, as you guys can probably hear in the background. So let me go do that. I'll get back with you guys. It is actually the next day, and I did a little bit off the camera, but this is what the skull looks like. Pretty good looking skull for my first time. Again, I'm not a professional, but we wanted to make this skull right here, so it looks pretty good. I was just trying to take you guys along the journey with me, but we still got a couple things to do left, so let's get into it. So guys, I just went on the property that I hunt on, and I found some older barbed wire, and then one of these fence posts. I cut it. It's kind of messed up cut, but this is what I'm going to be putting the skull mount onto. So let me wash this board off so that there's not bugs and everything else on it, because this will be going inside. So let me wash it off and then I'll get back with you guys. So I got this piece of wood pretty much washed up. I wanted it to still look kind of older, but I need to spray just a little bit off the grass and all off, and then we're going to use our barbed wire and mount this head to this. I think it's gonna be a really cool design. I've seen similar stuff done, but this really is an old fence board for like a barbed wire fence for cattle. That's why it has these. So I just got 2 new pieces of barbed wire, and so yeah, let me do this and I'll get back with you guys. Also, if you're gonna put this outside, I would definitely try to clear coat it, but this will be hanging up on my little brother's wall, so let's get to it. Okay guys, this would be the part in the process where you would whiten the skull. I don't think I'm gonna whiten this skull. I think we're just gonna leave it more natural looking, and then maybe later on we'll whiten it, but for now I think we're just gonna leave it a little bit more natural looking. So if you guys want to know how to whiten a skull, there's a lot of videos out there. Most of them use a Salon 40 like mix, and they kind of paint it on. But right now I'm going to put it on the board, so it's completely up to you if you want to whiten it or if you don't want to whiten it. But I'm going to put it on the board, and I'll get back with you guys. guys, this is what it turned out to look like. I just got to put a hook on the back to hang it on the wall. But I think that this thing looks pretty cool. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This is a super simple, cheap and easy from a beginner, so I'm helping you guys. I mean, I know I'm not an expert. Go watch another video if you want to see an expert do it. But I think this is pretty freaking cool looking. So I will see you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video on 10 Outdoors. If you did, please leave a like. If you know someone else that might enjoy it, share it to them. Comment down below what I did wrong. I know I did a lot wrong. I know I did a lot of things that people normally don't do. Like a lot of people whiten the skulls and all, but I just wanted to go for more of a natural look. The skull might get whitened later on. It's not that hard. But it's from a beginner to maybe a beginner on how to do this. So tell me how your experience goes, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.